You want to see paint schemes at cheap, cheap prices? Stay tuned after this commercial to find out how. Oh, boys and girls, it's Wrap It Up, the paint scheme review and race show that every week looks at the upcoming paint schemes for the race. This week it's Sonoma. We're going to do it in the order that they finished last week at the Gateway. With me, as not always, Jordan's here. It's a Jordan episode, folks. Jordan, how you feeling today?
Great. Good to be back.
Yeah.
The Snake Master not here.
I tell you what, the Snake Master is away on another vacation. He's in Dollywood at the moment. If you aren't from Appalachia or, I don't know, the Midwest, Ohio or something, you know, there's a lot of Ohio people down there all the time. Dollywood's a pretty big, that's the redneck Disneyland. Justin hates Disneyland.
Justin didn't go to Disney World, but he went to Dollywood, and that's a close second. But he did go to Disney World, a few months ago?
Yeah, he didn't like it, though, he said.
Nope,
that's why
he
we
did
kind of
not
have that Dale Earnhardt thing as a joke on him.
But last time I was on the show, that's when we debuted Reptilian of the Week.
That's true. And Justin texted us just before we started the show. He found a snake in Dollywood while he was walking around. He is truly a snake master.
He is.
Beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Which, actually, I can say I've done the same thing at Dollywood, but I wasn't looking for one. He was probably looking for one.
He might have. Or then again, you never know with him. He just has that extra vision. Here's a man who has some extra vision. Winner last week, the big man, Kyle Busch, pulling off win number 3 for RCR.
Yeah, and can we say he's about to tie Austin Dillon with the number of wins in the same equipment? And he did it, 15 races? He did 3?
Yeah. So Austin Dillon's, full-time, what year?
Full-time since 2014.
Okay, so this is year 9 for Austin, and he's got 4 wins.
4 wins.
In the Cup Series. And they're good. I mean, he's got some good ones. 500, the 600. He's got some crown jewels. What's the other one?
He did Daytona, the July Daytona race.
Me and Justin went to Daytona and watched his last win.
Okay.
We saw that one. Yeah.
Yep. So
Briz Tree, they got that. He was running that. I think he's running it again this week. But hey, Kyle's already won in the McGrill's car.
He's got a win in this car already.
He did. He got that at Talladega. That was the first time you ran this scheme. Yeah, it's a hot one. We were there for Talladega also. Go check out our Talladega video. We got some things to show there, but also our footage got destroyed, and we had a flat tire almost on the way down. We had to stop at Walmart and have screws pulled out. It was
wow.
A lot of cash money involved, so we didn't get that much stuff. But I'm glad to see Kyle win, just kicking butt.
Yeah, and you know what? You got so used to him in the M&M's car for so many years, consistent paint schemes all the way through. Mm-hmm. You never know what's showing up.
Right, right, yeah. You're getting big mix now.
Does it matter when you're winning who's on the car?
Not a bit. Not a bit. Listen, winning will make these schemes legendary.
Yes.
You don't have to have a legendary. You make it legendary. Coming in second, your boy, Big Denny Ham, the man who's all about pig meat, Denny Ham, running again the Sports Clips scheme. Sports Clips, I don't know if anybody out in the world's realized FedEx is not the main sponsor on the 11 car. Sports Clips is sponsoring the crap out of this sucker this year.
It really has.
Way more than FedEx.
Another classic.
Yeah, and I mean, he had 11 shingles for 4 races, right? Did you see that? And then Christopher Bale got shingles for 1 race.
Must be the stress of getting right hooked in the back.
Well, they're over with that now. You just got to go get a haircut. That's all you got to do. I like the red foil number on there, though. You can't go wrong with that.
It seemed like after that, calling for Chase Elliott's suspension, we got a new corn dog man here.
That's the corn dog man.
Okay, I'll give you that. I bet Chase fans feel that way, definitely.
Yep.
Oh, look, Joey Tomato's back, changing up the colors. I'll take it.
That's a classic.
Blue and orange is weird together always to me, especially with dark blue. It's a strange combo.
This looks like a high school jersey.
Yeah, I can see what you're talking about.
It's like a classic high school jersey somewhere.
Absolutely. Listen, I saw Joey on Kenny Wallace. Kenny Wallace has been on YouTube for years making videos, and nobody cared. And then he got a dude, like a manager guy, and they just put a little work into it, and he's come out big time. People are watching his show. He does a great show. Don't get me wrong.
Race day back.
Oh, yeah.
Huge. At the track.
Yeah, right.
A few races.
Kenny!
Got rained out at the Coke 600, though.
Yeah, right.
race day did.
It happens. It happens when you set up a live event. Listen, Joey was on there talking when he came and drove the truck over here with us at the dirt race, right? 2-time Cup champion Joey Logano
Yeah.
had to bring money with him for them to let him drive the Nice Motorsports truck. And he wants to run more truck races this year, and they said, you need more money.
So he's putting himself in the truck.
He had to get the car wash. He got to sponsor him. He had to find the sponsorship to drive that Nice Motorsport, and he won in it and would win more races for this team.
I thought at Bristol Dirt he was driving the Planet Fitness, the purple.
No, this time it was a purple Hang 10 car wash. It had like this hand thing on it.
But it looked like Planet.
It did look like the one he had from Planet Fitness. He has an endorsement deal with him, and that's what I thought was going on. But it still was purple, so he had like a car wash deal on there. But the fact that one of the best drivers, a Hall of Famer, can't even get a truck race himself without cash, what does that tell you about anybody else coming in? I mean, it kind of makes me lose a little hope in the sport. Like,
yeah, really.
It's all pay now. There's no – it doesn't matter what your talent is.
Well,
to be in a Nice motor truck sport on top of that. This is not the top truck of the field, you know?
But we know that there's been a history of drivers keeping rides or getting rides strictly because of sponsorship.
Well, yeah, absolutely. But now
you
must. It doesn't matter if you're one of the greats.
But
you still got to have cash. It's getting out of hand.
What, Kyle Busch couldn't get sponsorship in the Gibbs car to stay there?
Well, that's another
That's the
thing.
story.
Here comes the money.
The money.
Yes.
Speaking of it.
And, man,
Cash
change up
money.
this week. I always love a good
Yes.
Valvoline paint scheme.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes.
You know,
I
when
like
I think
it.
about Hendricks, it's still stuck in my head Quaker State from that long run there, the last Jeff Gordon run. Like, since the late 90s, Quaker State was their whole thing. But they switched to Valvoline, but they've been killing it with the schemes.
Yes, that looks good. It reminds me of a throwback scheme on a throwback weekend.
Right?
But
they had one.
He's got the same colors that he runs all year, a little more red than blue.
He's all about the red, white, and blue. He's Mr. America, 100%.
Yeah, but
what's he do this weekend?
He does get recognition, isn't he? Like partially Japanese in
I
his
think
heritage?
his dad is Japanese.
Okay.
And his mom is
like half.
Half? Like
his
he's half
dad,
Japanese.
No, not Kyle's not half. He's like
a quarter?
Yeah,
I
it's
thought it
like
was half.
even no, it's like
Oh, I didn't know.
Whoa.
I thought one of his parents was
maybe one of our
Japanese.
viewers can verify that.
Maybe.
We need to
Hey, write that in the comments. You ever seen a comment? Listen, let's take a second while we're talking about comments and tell you we're giving away free prizes every single week, and we're giving this same thing away until somebody will win it. Please, we've got more prizes, and they'll be better. 3 autographs. Jordan, how could somebody win such a wonderful prize?
Well, all they have to do in the comments on this video, get who's winning the weekend race at Sonoma this weekend.
Sonoma?
If you get it right, we're going to send you these autographs. Who we got here?
Ooh.
Martin Truex Jr.,
Yes.
Kurt Busch,
And
Jimmy Spencer.
Jimmy Spencer. 2 champs and a chump. How about no? I like Spencer. He's a good guy. I'm just Valvoline car's hot.
Yeah,
Listen,
it
it's kind of simple, but it's hot. Another good weekend for the 19. Listen, people are sleeping on the 19. Everybody always, when you want to pick like the top Toyota driver, they're always like putting Denny on like advertisements and things. Martin's running the best season.
Yes, and Eric Jones was kicked out of this stable.
Yeah.
He's like a Toyota guy, but he's getting back in the Toyota stable next year.
Yeah, somebody asked him about that after the race. He's like, do you feel weird about that going back to Toyota? Is there hard feelings since they let you go? And he's like, oh, no, not a bit. He's like, it is what it is.
He's just looking at it. He's just grateful to have a race car.
Oh,
to drive.
absolutely. I'm sure he's happy to go back because he was kind of like ready to say something, and he's like, oh, well, we got to stay with Chevy the rest of the year. Like he stopped himself.
Yeah.
So I'm sure because they're going to have better equipment. He knows that 100%. All right, let's look at one more before we take a break. Oh, big young Ryan Blaney.
Yeah, he's getting hot at the right time,
Menards
finally.
money.
Here comes the money.
He is getting hot. He's doing all right. He got that win at the 600 a couple weeks ago.
he's Mr. Consistent, barely got
He
on
was
the
up
playoffs.
front at Gateway constantly with Kyle Busch.
Barely survived into playoffs on points last year.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, he's got some belief behind him. But for the paint scheme, that's what the show's about.
I guess.
And it's average.
Yeah.
Been around for years.
Menard with the big hood discount. I'd like to see something different in the Menards, or at least from different cars. I don't Like the 2 looks the same,
what?
and then the 9 and the Xfinity looks the same. Every time everybody runs Menards, it's basically this.
Well, he was Reptilian of the Week with the Coke 600 paint
That's right.
scheme.
That
But
was
he won the body armor.
That's body armor, yeah.
Yeah.
See, he's just, it's Menards dragging him out. He has to keep all that hardware inside of his car.
You know, Menards.
Here comes the money.
You ever been inside of Menards?
No.
Man, I
But-
did once.
You ever been in a Lowe's?
Yeah,
It's the same thing.
every day. They don't have Paul Menard diecast at Lowe's, though.
Oh, that's true. They
That's-
used to have Jimmy Johnson.
Did they really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Listen, we're going to take a break. Y'all watch this important message from some people we know that do things with stuff, and we'll be right back.
White Blaze Outdoor provides educational hiking tours, fly fishing trips, and shuttles. We're located in Abingdon, Virginia near the Appalachian Trail. If you are only looking for an afternoon hike to see wild horses or a full multi-night trip, we have what you need and know where you want to be. We are currently booking adventures in southwestern Virginia and northeast Tennessee. For more information, visit whiteblazeoutdoors.com or call 276-356-7068.
Folks, welcome back to Wrap It Up. We are looking at paint schemes coming up for Sonoma, the last week of the Fox coverage.
Yes,
Are you happy
Jamie
about
Mack.
that? Jamie Mack.
I prefer Fox over NBC personally,
I think most people do in most cases, is what I usually hear.
but we get Junior.
But you get Junior. I do love that. We also get Jeff Burton, and I don't know why he seems like an upset prospector to me. Like, you know, like from a cartoon.
Who's the
know.
play-by-play guy basically? Is it Allen or Steve?
Alan Bestwick.
Yeah, not a fan.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
I hear that a lot of people. What about this? You a fan of this? 7th place finish last week.
Needed
Your
a
boy.
top 10. He has just had bad luck at the worst times.
Well,
Every week, top 10.
every week.
His name is there in the top 10, and then just something happens.
Well, 7th. That's still a top 10.
A wheel on pit road. You know,
Just something.
Chastain taking out his own team. You know, something.
Right. It's always.
But yeah, I
But
mean,
listen, it's not bad. The top 10, you can't knock it, right?
I'm excited. His first Cup win came last year at Sonoma.
Right. Yeah.
And I know
there's-
he is fired up to go back.
He's got to be thinking good thoughts going into
Yes.
that. Listen, I love this freeway scheme. I hope under the California sun it pops this much. We saw it
Yes.
in person and it didn't live, and it wasn't this
This,
lively.
This
but
one looks a little more metallic, though.
That's what I'm
I think it's a
saying.
little more, slightly different. He runs
Yeah.
the scheme quite a bit.
That's
but
what we were saying, me and Justin, one week. Like, this thing kind of pops in this picture and it's hot, but in person it's not as shiny or chrome looking, right? You know,
maybe
it's
it is this week.
Maybe. We'll find out. Maybe they're updating it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, but
Yeah.
look who's back. Willie
Ooh,
B.
yeah, I like the
Raptor.
the Raptor on his
Ooh,
car a lot
yeah.
better
Dude,
than a Liberty.
should they let
I
him
use,
actually paint his car with the Raptor?
I've used the Raptors before.
Right,
I've never
you've
used Liberty University.
I have used
before.
Liberty. I got a master's degree
So-
there. It was actually very good.
Yeah, well,
I learned a lot. There was
I put the Raptor liner in my truck and it's chipping away
uh-oh.
slowly.
Slowly. Well, that's better
But
than
it's just as good as whatever else
as
is
the
out
Rhino,
there.
right?
Yeah.
It's a product.
But
If he could paint the car with it, he'd have an added. I mean, the
It-
weight would be bad,
It does look good,
but he could run into
definitely
things harder.
looks like a video game paint scheme.
It does, kind of. I can see that.
Yep. just
But
the
I'll take it
generic.
over what they had last year. I like the white
Yeah.
being on it. Look who had a good finish.
Again.
The man from
This-
Love's. They sell
He-
corn dogs there. you know.
He jumped 5 spots in the
Yeah.
power rankings. I mean,
he was put on a show for a while.
I don't. Where is he standing in points right now? He's got to be
he's-
close to the cutoff.
He's near it, but he's out right now.
Yeah, but
you know.
you keep running consistent races.
Yeah, listen. I've said on here before, you put this man in a Hendrick car, he'll win races. I mean, he's won a race in this. I know it was Daytona, but
Every year at the end of the year, they talk about, will he be back in this car next year?
Well, front row only gives people 1-year deals, so. But they always change the other guy usually.
Yeah,
Todd
but-
Gilliland doesn't even get to drive his own car, so I mean, Zane Smith.
Zane
they're
Smith had a
wanting-
good race there a couple
well,
weeks ago.
Zane's running again this weekend.
Coke's-
We'll see him here in a minute.
Coke 600, he had a good race.
He's coming back. Oh, look at the 4.
Yes.
He got all, I don't know, burnt on the fence, got a bad suntan or something. I don't know. What's going on with that? Diamond plating? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it, it's something different, though.
Yeah.
I'll take it on a white
I
scheme
like
to
it.
change it up and that it fades. Sure.
Yeah, looks good.
I mean, Mobile One, I like the horse. The horse, it does things. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll give it to him. It's no rap of the week or anything. What about your boy, Big Bell?
Ream.
He had some issues near the end of the race and still beat a lot of people.
Yeah. Well,
came
a
out
lot
on
of
this.
people beat a lot of people. How many restarts were there at the end of that thing?
Right.
Red flags at the end of that race?
They got a little nuts, didn't
They
they?
did.
Got a little carried away. I wasn't sure if Kyle was going to have it there. And really, Blaney maybe should have had second for that kind of whole race he ran as far back as he fell calling those restarts. But Ream scheme, man, I don't know what it is about it. It's like 2005 Casey Kane, just
Yeah.
spikes everywhere.
Reminds me of
Move on.
Tupperware.
Tupperware. I could, yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of get it for some reason. I don't know why. I can't explain it, but I kind of feel it. Yeah. Fifth Third Bank.
And here's another average one.
It is, but I'll say this: for Fifth Third Bank schemes, I like this one the best because with the checkerboard crossover in
Yeah.
the boxes, it's better than the crap that they always had Ricky Stenhouse running in it.
Yeah.
When he was sponsored by Fifth Third
And
Bank. How many banks?
Yeah.
You
bring up names for a single car team.
Yeah.
And there's not many single car teams in the industry.
Well, I mean, they're
But
with Brad now.
No.
But you're talking about
Ricky
the 47.
Stenhouse.
Yeah, the 47 now. Yeah. Well,
Which we haven't got to that car yet.
you're right, but still, yeah,
we'll hold that conversation.
He's got to listen for the first time this season, and we're almost halfway through. Ricky's going to run the same paint scheme again that he's already ran. So just a cliffhanger. Oh my gosh, what could Ricky do?
Let's see. What's he got?
I don't know. Not yet, but Austin Cindric's got his discount tire, American tire.
I almost said Brad K just a minute ago. It just came off my tongue.
Exactly.
I was going to.
That's what gets me like
that.
It's a good layout.
I see that, and I think Brad K.
You do, right? That's why I think maybe I would have changed the scheme when Brad stepped away because it became known with him.
What do you think? They wanted Austin Dillon wanted Austin Cindric suspended.
Yeah,
what do you think?
We're going to get to the point where every week someone has to be suspended. He hit me. He hit me. It's a little much.
It's true.
Denny had a bunch of of data there. And
it
stuff.
wasn't a right hook like this.
Right.
It was just
Yeah. Well, then NASCAR agreed. They're not going to. It's not going to be a playground. He hit me, and they're going back and forth to that. So
yeah.
I'm glad they're not.
Well,
honestly, I'll tell you, Justin said last week he was a little disappointed that they even had the chase penalty because he's like, what happened to boys have at it? It's very true.
Not on the track, though.
Well, apparently not. I guess. I don't know.
They just the extreme. They don't like the turn left to right hook somebody.
Sure, I know. I mean, the danger. Obviously,
Yeah.
I'm with you, but make up your mind. There's just inconsistency sometimes from the refs. 16's got a new sponsor.
What is it? I like it. It looks good, but what is that sponsor?
It's wine.
You should.
Absolutely delicious wine just flowing from the front of the car back at like two glasses being slammed together at 200 miles an hour.
We are in wine country this weekend, and this
very
guy
good.
is.
It didn't even occur to me.
Yes, we're in wine country, Northern California.
Yeah, I know. I should have thought.
I've only been to Southern California, but you can't read it.
What Southern California is that? Beer country, wine country, beer country.
That's
wine cooler country.
No, that's where they get all the Zimas.
Oh, Zima country.
So if you're gonna sponsor a car, you should be able to read it.
Yeah,
well, I don't even know what what's it saying.
It says several glass. Several glass. Yep.
Oh,
get you several glasses of this wine, and you'll think you know how to read it.
But
that's what I'm going to.
It looks cool.
Yeah.
This might be the week. It's a road course. This guy knows his way. He knows how to find his way around the road course.
You're absolutely right about that. This tells us exactly if Colleague Racing has anything this year, he will do it this week.
We're not done with road courses, though.
Well, there's plenty of road courses, sure.
But
if he can't show up at this one, there's no hope for the other if the car can't perform.
Yes.
Is what I'm saying.
He needs it.
And I'm going to be honest with you. The more I look at this scheme, the more I'm like, this is terrible. Look at the front. That's a wine glass, right?
Yeah.
It's just an outline. This is like, was this made in like PowerPoint 95?
No. So
it's just, that's so basic.
So you go back to.
I only have 16 shapes I can pick from.
You
what do y'all do? You make wine? I got a glass. That's it.
You go back to Throwback Weekend. Colleague has nothing special.
That's true.
They go to wine country on a road course,
That's
and we
their-
got something special.
They're celebrating.
So what's it gonna be?
I don't know. I'd like to see a little more, but that's all right. Okay. I tell you what, let's take a break. I'm going to think about A.J. Allmendinger's career again and everything that it's cost me in life. When we come back, more paint schemes. Stay tuned.
White Blaze Outdoor provides educational hiking tours, fly fishing trips, and shuttles. We're located in Abingdon, Virginia near the Appalachian Trail. If you are only looking for an afternoon hike to see wild horses or a full multi-night trip, we have what you need and know where you want to be. We are currently booking adventures in southwestern Virginia and northeast Tennessee. For more information, visit whiteblazeoutdoors.com or call 276-356-7068.
Experience with transfer.
He thought any experience. He
Yes.
forgot about them last 2 years in the
Yes.
Cup where he wasn't winning.
Yes.
Folks, we're back. And our private conversations at commercial are none of your business about
Yes.
racing. You'll have to watch the full show and guess what we're talking about. Or don't. It's up to you,
Watch,
the viewer.
watch till the end.
Yeah,
and you
watch
can-
till the end, and you'll see us again.
Yeah.
That's a good rhyme to remember.
But
Let's look at some more paint schemes. We're doing segment 3 to wrap it up here. Coming up, Todd Gilliland finished 15th place, okay? But that's not good enough for front row. Get out of the car, Todd.
yes, Zane
And
is
you're
back.
going to the back. Go
What?
set somewhere. And so Zane Smith is going to drive Todd's car.
Was it top 10 though for Zane at the 600 or
Yes.
top 15?
At the 600,
Yes.
he was top 15. Now, Zane's
Yep.
coming alive. At the first few races he had, Todd was getting top 10s and beating him. Zane's kind of figured it out after a few times, and now
Yep.
they're like, okay, Todd, this is why we told you to go sit down. So Todd's still going to be in the race, though. He's got a different ride, but we'll get to him later
Yeah.
when we get to where his car finished last week. So coming in right behind him, Justin Haley in the 31. They got the Crickhill.
Circle. It's called Circle.
I think
I've used this
I use the
product.
German pronunciation.
I-
Crickhill.
Have you tried a Circle before?
What is it?
I think it's exclusive to Walmart. It's a water bottle
Yeah.
with inserts into the bottle,
Right.
and it lasts 6 bottles worth, and you can adjust the flavor
Oh, it's a flavor
on a scale
dipper.
of 0 to 10. It's flavored water.
So it's a thing to flavor your own water.
It's a flavor water filter.
Why can you not go with the just putting the flavoring the squirt things?
Because
or
you
anything?
have to be different.
Okay. That's a fine answer, and it works, and I'll accept it.
It says your water, your way on the hood.
I don't know if I really have
I
that much
don't know.
control over it if it's my way. I think just squirting it in is more
And
my
you
way.
know what, though? The sliding the number forward on this scheme allows you to get a picture of the product.
That's true. Driving around the track, though, looking at it, it just kind of looks like a random, plastic thing that I don't know what it is with fruit attached.
Well-
if I had to guess, I would think an electro fruit magnet.
Well, listen.
That would be what I think.
the name of
they're
the name of this car
advertising.
is the
Want some money?
That's
name of this
track
car
fruit,
is
man.
Circle, and we're not driving in circles this weekend.
Oh, that's right. It's not on. He's going to drive on the right and the left.
Yes.
I ain't going to Disney World either.
That's
He
right.
ain't going nowhere. Well, listen, I don't think he's going to the front of the pack either.
No,
Justin
but
Haley's.
he's in
on
front of his
team
teammate in points, though. AJ Allmendinger.
Well, that's pretty amazing, to
And-
be honest with you, because I was thinking Allmendinger was going to go to final 8 round myself. but-
Justin Haley, not a bad road
No,
course driver.
I'm not knocking him. I'm
not a
just
bad
saying.
road course driver at all.
He's not in the best team's equipment. Nope. Oh, look at this. I like this, and I'm going to be straight up with you. I'm just not going to beat around the bush. The simplicity of this is going to be my wrap of the week for this. I love the product. Autodesk, you design things, make things, some STEM in there. Just black and white execution of a black
Yeah.
and white car. I'm digging
Yeah.
it. I like it. And so I'm going to give it to Ryan Priest.
Yeah.
See if he gets anything done with it. I don't know, road course wise, how.
How he is.
Yeah, because I mean the 41. What have we had so far, road course wise? He had enough time to really even show us, honestly.
No,
with the better equipment compared
we
to
had-
coming from JG.
We had Coda.
Yeah, I can't remember what his finish was, but it wasn't good.
No.
I think he might have had a malfunction that
What
week,
was the other-
a breakdown or something.
What was the other course that we saw?
If you hadn't asked me, I would have known. I'll tell you what. Let's move on, and in like 3 cars,
Yeah.
I'll remember where
Absolutely.
it was. Hey, guess who's got a penalty coming? And money going back to NASCAR.
So some points docked here.
Yeah. Took, what, 60 regular season
Yeah,
points? Is that right? Am I
I don't-
remembering that?
I
I
don't
could be
think so.
wrong.
What did they find out here on the car?
The greenhouse had been modified. He was trying to grow plants
Yeah,
that he shouldn't have been growing.
We've seen that penalty this season.
All right. That means the roof, the top of the car, is changed and shaped in a different way so that maybe the air is flowing different and the
Yep.
car will go faster. And it wasn't a giant penalty, though. He didn't lose like any playoff or future playoff points or anything. They just hit him with regular season, which is probably all that matters anyway with Legacy Motorsports, the way they're running. So,
Yep.
But the main owner of Legacy Motorsports owns Allegiant Airlines. And
Yep.
as I always say,
Here comes the money.
here comes the money. You got to pay. Here's another man who brings money to the table and doesn't know, he said this week, if he's coming back next year or not.
Well, he said he's just undecided, right?
What's going to make him decide exactly?
Bacon.
Bacon.
Bacon will make him decide.
Bacon comes up with
Yes.
whether it's good or not. I feel like
No.
Bacon will hold with him if he can stand to stay at Stewart-Haas and figure out if the cars will run or not.
Yeah, well,
I think
they're
that's-
struggling.
Yeah. I hate to say that, but they're not running well, that's for sure. Fords as a whole aren't really killing it.
Yeah,
necessarily.
Blaney gave him some hope there
Yeah.
a
he
couple
got
weeks
something.
ago.
Hopefully, Ford fans can see something happen. Hey, listen, while we're talking about something happening, you know we give away free stuff constantly.
Yeah, how do I get that free stuff?
It's simple. All you got to do is tell us who wins the race this weekend. So
All
if
right.
you know the winner of the race, if you have the power to see the future, write it down, and when we see it, we'll go, okay, yeah, that guy knew. He's cool. And to appease you,
Yeah.
we'll send you these free items since you have magical powers. It's that simple. Tell us who wins the race in the comments. If more than one person picks the same winner, we'll do a random draw thing, and they'll get it. I mean,
what a
that's
problem to have, man.
It's crazy,
Yeah.
right? I look
Yeah.
forward to one day it happening. The 54 car drinking that Monster Energy again.
Yeah, he's gonna have to get a win or climb a couple more spots into the playoffs. But
He's going to have to do something.
listen,
Top 20.
last year we saw a ton of different winners
Mhm.
get in on the playoff on wins,
Right. Yeah.
and this year not as many different winners.
No, people adjust a little more. We're seeing, Kyle got them 3. Big Willie B
Yeah.
rolling, and the 5 cars multiple,
And,
19. The
uh,
54, but listen, they're telling him just click off laps. Don't try to be a hero. Learn the tracks. Learn the car. He's doing that pretty well.
Yeah,
Uh,
he got because the field was much smaller. He got
Mhm.
some attention in the Open at
Right.
the All Star race
true.
with brushing doors there with
Right.
Michael McDowell. Not
Yeah.
a bad road course racer either.
No,
Ty Gibbs.
Michael McDowell is really, that's his main thing. That's how he got into NASCAR to start with. He was a road course expert.
Yeah,
outside of
but
NASCAR.
I mean Ty Gibbs,
Yeah.
he can be around on the road courses too.
Listen, don't not sleep on Ty Gibbs. He's coming. Get ready. Go ahead. If you can find somebody to take a bet whether Ty Gibbs wins a cup one day, put the money down. You're probably going to win.
Yeah,
It's coming. The number 9's back. Guess
Yes.
who's back?
the week I picked him to win.
Hendrick.
The week I picked him to win,
Yeah.
he got suspended.
That's
I picked him
exactly
to
how
win.
you do not win.
Yeah,
Getting suspended.
so
So this is not his finish. This is Corey LaJoy's finish. Corey LaJoy got 21 in the 9 car, but Chase is going to come back this week and set the world right. Is that what you think happens?
he's been good at road courses, but he knows he has to win to have a chance
You're
at the
absolutely right.
playoffs.
So
I think he comes back very focused. I think he runs a clean race. I don't know if he's got enough for the win, but
maybe he's going to go hard on some road courses. He's an amazing road course driver. I suspect he'll win one of them before we get there. So we'll see. He's running the Napa again. I'm sure it's going to be all you're going to hear about this weekend.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to talk about it. The number 1 car, though, whew, he got that big orange energy. He was running a little crazy and up in the field at one point, down in the field, back to
Yeah.
22nd this week.
that's
Finish.
not. He's not used to being there.
Yeah.
He,
Well, I mean, it's either used to be and, JD Motorsports cars running dead last, or now he's been running up front. So
Yeah,
this
but-
middle pack stuff's weird for him.
Yeah, he's not in the right spot. But this Kubota,
Yeah.
it looks good.
Oh, it does look good. It looks very good.
Yes.
It's one of those schemes that I'm considering as the season goes on for the end of the season to declare possibly one of my wraps of the year.
Wow.
That's how much I like it. I dig it.
It looks good.
It does. It's got like a 3D view to it when you really look at it. Let's take a
Yeah.
look, maybe one more, and see what's going on. Harrison Burton gets something different. They got the decks.
Slightly.
Yeah, and it's still red and white.
Yep.
And he's still running mid-packs in a Penske-built car. I don't know, Harrison.
It's a Ford, though.
Yeah,
And they're struggling.
You're right. You're
They're
right.
struggling.
You're right. He's had some good runs, too, on some small stuff. He was doing really well at Martinsville, so you got to give him credit where credit's due. I like this better than I like the Motorcraft scheme, which is very strange to me, but it's just laid out better on this. All right. Don't forget, folks, as we're going to break here, that the free stuff exists. Free autographs. And if you win this, even if you don't want it, just win it so the new prize shows up. Once the new prize shows up, it could be $1 million, right? Or maybe you take the mystery box. You've always wanted the mystery box.
Yes.
And maybe it's got autographs in it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just
Maybe a die cast.
anybody's our age. There's a whole joke from Family Guy
Yeah.
there. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out. Folks, we appreciate you, and if this is the only part of the show that you've seen, you're messing up. Watch the rest of it. We'll be right back after these messages.
White Blaze Outdoor provides educational hiking tours, fly fishing trips, and shuttles. We're located in Abingdon, Virginia near the Appalachian Trail. If you are only looking for an afternoon hike to see wild horses or a full multi-night trip, we have what you need and know where you want to be. We are currently booking adventures in southwestern Virginia and northeast Tennessee. For more information, visit whiteblazeoutdoors.com or call 276-356-7068.
Folks, let's wrap it up, Jordan. Did you know?
Yeah.
We're in the final segment of the show where we're looking at paint schemes. We've got 12 more to go from how they're going to look coming up this week. Jordan, can you tell me who you believe to be in the 51 this week? Just make a guess. What do you think?
The 51 this week. Who is in the 51?
Who could
Is
it be?
Is it old Button Boy?
Button Boy himself.
Jensen Button?
It is not Jensen Button.
That's a good guess.
Todd Gilliland gets to drive a car. Since he's been kicked out of his own car,
Yes.
he's back in the 51 this week. Ford's moved him over there. I guess, they're just swapping the numbers around now. It's the 15's not the everybody car since Cody got sent to jail or whatever happened to him.
Ryan Newman's on what? He's coming back for more races.
Ryan
in his
Newman's
car.
going to do 2 more, I think.
I thought he was on for 5 total.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, you're right. You are right. It was like a 6 total, wasn't it? And they also announced, and we'll get to that here in a few minutes for Rick Ware. We'll just save that. The 15 car got a big announcement for somebody going to do all the road courses as they go forward, and we'll see who that is coming up.
Yes. Is he doing this weekend's road
He's
course?
doing this one
I'm
also, and then
excited.
he's going to be the rest. All road courses going to be in the 15. We'll see who it is. But Serial 1, they make a cereal that competes with Tony the Tiger here.
No,
No?
you're
Okay,
wrong.
never
These
mind.
are
E-bikes. I
these
didn't read the
are
rest of it.
serial
Oh.
e-bikes.
Serial Killer e-bikes.
Yes, Serial 1.
By Leaf Filters. This is he basically the week before last he was in 51 running the Serial 1 e-bike scheme.
There's nothing more motivating than someone racing a bike on the side of your race car.
Well, listen, we said when we started this show, sometimes they write the name of the company on there, and we don't know what the crap the company does. It's like, put a picture on. And they listen to the show, and they were just like, here you go, there's that guy on a bicycle. And I'm like, okay, I get it. That's a bicycle. But also, riding e-bike also kind of told me. It changed it up a little bit from 2 weeks ago when he drove it. He didn't have that little white box down there. He had a bunch of just random stickers.
Well,
I mean,
it does look good,
it's not
though.
that big
It doesn't
a
look
difference,
bad.
but it's something. What about your boy?
Ty Dillon.
The champion of the people, Ty Dillon.
Now, how many times has he had the Rick Hendrick money on Ty's
A
car?
lot. He
I know
has
it goes on the 7 car.
paid so much. It's been on quite a few of this year's Ty Dillon rides, though. I believe, now hear me out, this is purely speculation. This is just me guessing. Because when I see the entry list for who's going to be running that week, it always lists driver and sponsor, crew chief, team, all these things.
Yeah.
For the 77, some weeks it will not have a sponsor listed. And I've noticed, like this week, he did not have a sponsor listed, and Nation's Guard is on the car. Now, Rick owns Nation's Guard. My thought is, are they looking for sponsorship, and when they don't have a sponsor, they stick Nation's Guard on, and Rick just gives them a discount on their bill they owe him for the motor program where he buys them? I don't know. Just throwing it out there. Just trying to make something. I'm not saying that's the case, but it's, it's a probability. So
that's a good theory.
Ty Dillon has got to be the most worried man in the field, if you ask me. Because
keeping his ride?
Yes.
It's getting to that time of year where we find out what's going on next year.
Well, Ty Dillon got fired last year after what? The 42 car, they told him like 10 races in, you're not coming back. Go find another job. We've got Noah Gregson. This year, they already put last week Carson Hocevar, who they're loving over at Spire, in that 7 car. And he did a good job in the 7 car. He was impressing people.
Yes.
Ty this is one of his better finishes. What is this, 25th?
Yes.
Okay, they were on there bragging about this on social media. Almost top 20. Keep the energy going for Ty Dillon. I'm like, I know this is a low team, but that's not a good vibe when there's a guy knocking on the door.
But who is the RCR Satellite Alliance car? Who is that?
78 has an alliance with them now.
Okay, so does he maybe go to the 78 car next year?
78's mainly drove by the owner of it, B.J. McLeod, and then he sometimes has let other people drive it to get money. But he's the main driver himself, so Ty Dillon, I don't know. Who else? RCR does a couple other cars that they work with also for engine programs and stuff, so there's stuff out there. I always think Ty's connected. When he went to Joe Gibbs, though, I was like, okay, there's no connection there. He had some money or something, but
drove some Xfinity races. Is that right?
Maybe if I was him, I think I would go to Granddad and be like, "Let me run Xfinity full time in the RCR cars."
Well, I mean, I think he's in the Cup Series next year.
You think so?
Yeah.
What do you think he drives?
That's what I'm asking you.
Oh, I just don't think. I don't think he gets to stay in Cup. I really don't. I think he loses his Cup side.
That's right.
Side ride.
Oh, because Cole Custer was winning.
Listen, Rick Ware's looking for somebody to replace Cody. I don't know.
That's right.
That's comparable. Dillon? Yeah, I mean, I'm saying Ty could go there.
Yep.
That's, but that's a Ford. I don't know how that's going to work in the connection. So we'll see. I don't know. What else? Hey, here is something. Listen, I have wondered.
Yes.
I have not went online though. Well, I'm going to just talk about this in the real world. Okay, how this works. I don't. NASCAR has particular.
Demographic.
Exactly the word I was looking for. Demographic of people.
Yes.
And when the media and advertising things like to play up that demographic of the wild hillbilly man who's, or swamp man, just this wild child guy with no shirt, something painted on him, screaming at the top of his lungs with some of his teeth missing. And that's not what NASCAR fans really are.
No.
That's just a stereotype. Stereotypes hurt everyone, right?
Yes.
The real world here is coming through. There's a lot of talk over the last few years you hear from, especially in our area. We live in a very rural area. And you hear this word, NASCAR's gone woke. I hear that a lot from fans, and it's been on comments on our channel.
Yeah.
NASCAR's gone woke. I'm not so sure those people actually know what woke really means.
Yes.
But I believe here, and I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings, but I don't believe NASCAR's gone woke. I believe some people just been left behind on the world moving on. That's just my honest opinion.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not trying to get into political talks on your
it's
show.
Not political. No, absolutely not.
But on this car, this particular representation on the hood may not sit well with some fans, some Hendrick fans in particular.
Really? Okay.
But
have you seen anything online about it? I have not. I haven't investigated.
Let me ask you this. We talked about we're living in a rural Appalachia.
Yeah.
Is there a reason that this scheme was chosen for California?
Maybe. That's a good point. You know, where do you run it? Would he run it at Bristol? Probably not, right?
Talladega?
Probably, definitely not. I don't know. I mean, those have the wild redneck feel to them more.
It's fine. I mean,
listen.
It's a good looking car.
If this is something, this is something that makes the people who are going to complain about this mainly are the same people I see on NASCAR posts every week saying, NASCAR's done gone wrong. I will never watch. I will never watch again. But it's always on a NASCAR post, and they just keep coming back. I'm like, I watched since Dale died. Well, then 20-some years later, you're on an internet post that you weren't on in 2001, and you're still engaged the content.
And you're keeping up with those details.
Exactly, and you know who you hate and who you don't hate and the drivers. So listen, folks, don't give me that bull crap.
Can I say what this reminds me? What this reminds me of? First glance, this reminds me of the old Macintosh logo.
It does.
From like the 90s. Like first glance,
the colors and the apple. Yeah, it's very Macintosh, isn't it? Yes.
So. It's a throwback scheme.
Ally and the apples. Listen, Ally Bank. You know who Ally really is. Ally has been with the Hendricks organization forever. Ally is a rebranded GMAC.
Is it?
Yes.
That goes way back.
Yeah, right? Brian Vickers was running full-time GMAC in Xfinity Series.
I see a GMAC fire logo on the fire suit.
There's one right over here. Yeah, there's Kyle Busch's beside of us. You can off screen Kyle Busch's crew chief's fire suit from when he.
No, I'm looking at the next one over. What's that one? What's that one from?
This one, yeah.
No, the next one.
CarQuest one. Yeah, that's what I'm talking
the blue one. The Kellogg's.
That's another suit. That one is that's a Tara Labonte suit.
Okay, GMAC.
This is Tara Labonte. I know Kyle drove 5 also. That's Kyle.
Yeah.
That's Trevor Bain. There's a lot of stuff here.
Yeah.
Ernie Irvin. There's we're keeping it real. Anyway, we didn't mean to get off on the topic. Anyway, listen, folks, if you got a problem with it, there's nothing I can do for you.
Yeah, we're better together.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Speaking of B.J. McLeod, he's given up his own car this week.
To Bilicki. For me,
yeah.
I mean, it just looks so good. It's the wrap of the week.
78 car. Wow.
Yes.
That is some big energy. Listen, I saw one of the crew guys at Martinsville, and I was like, sir, y'all are making the 78 car look hot. They're not making it go fast, but they do have good paint schemes.
This one looks good.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Ziegler Auto Group.
Yeah, it's a big car dealer. And that's about it. And they got some money, and they're letting this man drive it. So
does it remind you some Matt Kenseth, the Walt man, Tool man?
I hadn't thought about it. Kinda. For me, at first, just cause the yellow hood, the first thing I think about is early Austin Dillon, which we were talking about earlier, driving that Cheerios car.
Yes.
For some reason, that jumps into my mind.
Yes.
I thought that was a good sponsor for him. I don't know why that went away. All right. 78. Oh, Big Bad Brad, all the way back in the back. What happened in the race? Brad falls this far back.
Did he have rotor issues?
He had some issues. His car was crap. He was just struggling around.
I like the explanation that several people broke rotors last week.
Right.
And it was, on TV, they gave a really good explanation. Super long straightaways. Cools the brakes. Hard into the corners.
Right. That's kind of crazy, right? Yeah, that expansion and contraction constantly cause those things. You can fix that by switching to carbon brakes instead of steel brake rotors, but NASCAR hasn't done that yet, probably because of money. But that's okay. I'll go with it. Hot paint scheme. Here he is in the 15, going to run every road course for the rest of the season. Andy Lowley.
Yes, he's a good road racer.
He's got the Camping World.
If you know road racing, all right, can I change my rap of the week?
You want to go with the Camping World?
I want
Man,
this one.
Upgrade it. Do it to it. Make it happen. Can you do it? I don't know. Can you?
There you go. That's my rap of the week. Camping World.
It is cool. It's simple. But it says Camping World. It has their logo.
I like it. It reminds me of Daniel Suarez the first year at Trackhouse.
You're right.
Had this.
I remember that. Yeah.
So
that was cool. Trevor Bain had a cool Camping World scheme. He was running when he was in the 21 in the Cup Series. That was awesome. I digged it. Bubba ran some Camping World, and then Camping World just started throwing sponsorship at like every truck on Earth a couple of years ago and stuff. They were getting nuts with it. Listen, Don't know about Andy Lally in the 15 car, though. Like, top 20 would be nice. The 15 car, first of all, can only do so much. And then Andy Lally not having experience in this generation of cars is going to be something else.
Yeah, he did run a road course last year, though.
He did. So he's got that going for him.
So he has been in the next-gen car.
He's had one race, but,
yeah,
it's a week-to-week thing. You got to get in the flow.
It's a road race, so don't count him out.
I agree. Bubba didn't have a good week. He was way in the back. But I tell you what I do like about what Bubba's got going on is just they're all about like this 90s, early 90s colors, right?
Yeah.
This DoorDash is kind of cool. I'm digging
some
it.
are a Dash Pass.
Dash Pass. What is Dash Pass?
I don't know. I've never DoorDashed anything.
I have some, but man, it's expensive.
It is.
They want.
What you got? You got a tip. You got a service fee, a delivery fee. What all you got on DoorDash?
It's a lot of stuff.
It's got to pay for that NASCAR sponsorship.
I guess so. They've got to do something. Somebody got to pay somewhere. It's
But
I think Dash Pass, if I'm not mistaken, you pay them more money and maybe they're like 5 minutes faster.
But if you're on DoorDash,
yeah,
you got to be on Facebook and stuff. Give us a follow.
That's true.
All right, hit our social media up.
If you understand the computer enough to be on DoorDash, you should understand that we have the needs to show you pictures and tell you when.
Hit the like button, hit the follow, hit the subscribe button.
Every day you should. Here, let's put up some more graphics. Look, here's something. We're giving away free stuff in the background. You see that?
What is going on the screen right now?
3 autographs we're giving away. Tell us in the comments who's going to win this week's race and win. Here's Brestree. I told you we were at the big last Austin Dillon win. His last win came in this Brestree car. It's another drug car.
Last year.
And again, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Having a drug car where you have to write 40 lines of something on the hood for side effects is ridiculous to me. It's so stupid.
It's not a good marketing
It is not.
strategy.
It is not. And also, why is there marketing for drugs? Who goes to I think I've got appendicitis.
Give me Brestree.
Can I get some Brestree, please? I'm not using the other things. I know what brand I want. You're like, give me whatever you got, doctor, who knows what he's doing. Oh, here it is. Big energy for one reason for the 47. This is the first time this entire season that he has re-ran a paint scheme. And you know where he ran this paint scheme the first time?
Talladega.
Daytona 500 winner.
Have you ever?
Daytona 500 winner.
Yes.
Ricky Sticky Denhouse.
Now
running that Cottonelle for Kroger.
Where did he finish at the back last week?
Yeah,
but
he had
before
some
last
issues.
Week,
right?
He's got like
32nd last week.
Okay, I'm sure that pushed the average down. But before
Definitely.
last week, top 15 average finish,
dude,
for a single car team.
He's been getting top 5s, top 10s consistently. He is on the come up. He's got it going on finally.
He is no longer going to be Ricky Spinhouse.
Oh, maybe not. We'll see. Let's see what he's got this weekend.
Good job, Ricky.
He might be able to make.
Ricky's listening.
He's
good job.
He's made the chase already. He's in the playoffs,
yes.
right? Daytona 500, so he's locked in. Unless things get weird, I don't see any way he's going to fall out.
Definitely don't know this guy for road courses, but
we'll see what happens.
Give this guy a shot in the Continental car.
All right. Hey, driver change right before we went on the air.
Yes.
Tell him about it.
Breaking
news.
All right, so he hit the wall last week.
Mm-hmm.
Checked out in the infield care center. Checked out fine. Get to the middle of the week, having some symptoms, concussion-like symptoms, and Grant Enfinger is hopping in the 42 car.
Grant Enfinger, who is a GMS truck driver who just won.
And this is still a GMS team.
Right, and GMS still really his legacy motorsport.
Well, yes.
So,
and Petty.
But you got
Petty.
Big Jimmy over there.
Boss, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Jimmy's making the calls.
So you think Jimmy
Gallagher
made that call?
You know what? I'd bet Gallagher probably makes the call because, it's their guys. They want to build their guys instead of somebody else's.
Yep.
Jimmy's had a say in it, I guarantee that. But, it's still Gallagher stuff.
I don't notice because, Travis Pastrana's beating Jimmy in points.
I know.
Jimmy didn't say, I'll get in the car. Notice that didn't happen.
Right? That's true. Jimmy, I never thought about that because, we didn't have time to think about it. Jimmy could have gotten the car himself and drove it, which would have been like the easiest answer, you would think. But, so maybe he's like, maybe somebody else would be better because he's got like 1 point.
But
14's, listen, going back again to my unsponsored car theories, this,
You
I believe, is unsponsored.
You
this
think
is,
the 14 of Chase Briscoe is unsponsored?
I think
Who
Ford,
said
Ford
it-
Performance Racing School, you're telling me Ford's probably not flipping the bill on this one? I think this is just what Ford's got to flip the bill, and they're like, Ford, what do you want to put on it? You want to put, we got Motorcraft on something. We don't need parts. What do
Yeah.
you want? We got this. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying Ford is paying the bill.
I don't think this car goes unsponsored.
I mean, there's a lot.
The
Sponsorship deals are crazy.
Mahindra.
I'm with you.
I don't.
But
Tony Stewart 14, Chase Briscoe. It just doesn't make sense. But Chase Briscoe not having a great year. But
they couldn't find a sponsor
again,
for Kyle Busch to
again,
run the 18 car, supposedly. So sponsorship's hard.
give him a shot at the road course.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
I think he's got a good shot at the road.
Absolutely. I still
Sitting
think the
close
14,
to 30th in points.
which is insane. But he also had that big penalty. Remember, he got hit with one of those penalties.
Yes.
But as long as he's in the top 30, I think he can make the chase.
Yep. Good call.
Beast, we're going to run another monster, but this time this one's got alcohol. Terrible race for the 45, way in the back after damage.
I mean, is it just
strong car,
Spike
though.
Monster? Is that all this is?
That's my understanding. It's just alcoholic monster.
Again,
Got the
a
jump man.
lot of guys at the back this week.
You're all right. There was a lot of problems. Hey, the 7, he was up to 19th place, his first Cup race ever. Carson Hocevar. First Cup race ever, and then broke that rotor and hit the wall hard, was the first one out. This was my scheme of the week last week. Justin reminded me, I'm like, man, this is very Heath Schuler. Into the Schuler systems. I was like, yep, you did it. But you know
no,
what?
it's Schlutler. Look at that spelling.
Oh, that's what I said. But,
Schlutler.
we're just throwing off on the UT
Yeah.
yellow, white.
No, it looks, I
But
like it.
this week,
Corey's back
I'm going to
in.
say Kosovar coming in the 7 car doing that good. He's the lizard man of the week. Reptilian of the week.
Yeah.
Ain't no human could have done that. No way, sir, could he have ran that good in the 7 car. It's
Nope.
impossible, I tell you.
They didn't get Jimmy in that one.
They did not. Listen, folks, don't forget, we've got free stuff, free autographs. Jordan, who wins the race this week?
Oh, it's a road course. It's fun. I love Sonoma. It's a classic road course. It used to be on one of only 2 on the schedule.
Yeah.
I love this track. It gives some good racing. And, I've got to go with my guy. Daniel Suarez is going to repeat.
Suarez.
He's going to repeat.
Okay.
Top 10 last
10?
week.
Okay.
He's good at road courses. If Chastain stays away from him, Daniel Suarez is repeating.
I'm interested to see if that plays out. That would be huge. I'm going to throw something out there just out of the universe. I seriously have not thought about this in my own life whatsoever. And the word that comes out of my mouth right now says that the number 20 of Christopher Bell wins this race.
That's a good pick.
So,
but I'm going to go with dark horse.
I like it.
Dark horse
like
pick.
it. I'm with you.
AJ Allmendinger gets it done.
Awesome. That would be huge.
With the wine glass
Huge.
on the car.
Huge. Listen, it'd be huge if he gets a top 10 at this point in the season.
Yeah, but
All right.
I thought as much success as he had in Xfinity, I thought he was going to have some
Me
this
too,
year.
but the way it's going, he's got no chance of getting in right now, so we'll see. All right,
I ain't
folks.
going to Disney World either.
Justin, if you ever come back from Dollywood, bring us a snake.
Yes.
Let us know how it goes.
And
Jordan,
let us know how Dolly
great to
is.
hear. Folks, keep tuning in. We appreciate you taking a look at what we're doing. We love you. Have a